Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi. Meet again with me Firliana Mafira Anugrah Pratiwi in the grammar course material. Previously guys, I explained material about verb, and here I will explain again about the verb. But now it is clearer and very detailed to complete with the example. Let's see the video and check it out. Verbs are words that indicate action or circumstance. Some examples of verbs that you may often hear include writing, eating, drinking, and others. But are these verbs the same as predicates in Indonesian? So far, you know that Indonesian sentence at least it consists of subject plus predicate. But is the predicate the same as the verb? Let me give you an example, okay? Eddie eats fried rice. So, in that sentence, it's clear. The predicate is eating and the object is fried rice. As I mentioned before, there are many types of verb. For example, linking verb, auxiliary verb, and many more types of verb and their function. So, here are the type of verb and their function. Number 1, action verb. Action verb are verbs that show an action performed by the subject of the sentence. Example of action verb including eating, sleeping, and writing. For example, try to see the example verb sentence below. She looked at me. Looks or see in the sentence above function as an action verb, guys. That is, the subject is really looking. Number 2, linking verb. Linking verb are a type of verb used to connect two different sentence parts of word. Example of linking verbs are: she looks sad. Well, different from action verb looks or looks in the sentence above does not show an action. Instead, look serves to connect she with sad. Number 3, transitive and intransitive verb. The next type of verb are transitive and intransitive verb, guys. Transitive verb are verbs that need an object. Example of transitive verb sentence are: she looked at me. The sentence above includes an object because if there is no object, the context of the sentence becomes unclear. For example, if the object is removed, that then becomes she looked. Intransitive verb are verbs that don't need a subject. As an example, Tiwi went to bed at 10 yesterday. Well, this sentence doesn't need an object because even without an object, the context of the sentence is very clear. Number 4, regular and irregular verb. Basically, a verb or verb in English will change its form according to the sentence used, whether it's using verb 1, verb 2, or verb 3. Well, the process of changes the verb itself is divided into two, namely regular verb and irregular verb. Regular verb are regular verbs whose second, past, and third past participle forms are added with ending ed or d. There are several rules that apply to regular verbs, namely, when verb 1 ends with a vowel, eke, then add ed. Example of regular verb: echo becomes echoed. When verb 1 ends with a vowel plus ye, then add ed. Example of regular verbs: enjoy becomes enjoyed. When verb 1 ends in consonant plus y, then change y becomes I. Example of regular verbs: study becomes studied. When verb 1 ends with a CFC, consonant vowel consonant, for example, the word read, the letter R includes a consonant, includes a vowel, and P includes a consonant. Example of regular verb: read becomes read. Besides that, the last consonant letter also needs to be doubled. When verb 1 ends with the letter A, then add D. Example of regular verb: love becomes loved. So, if for example you find a verb that doesn't fit into the rules above, then you can immediately add AD. Example of regular verb: number 1, a cat becomes a cat. Number 2, books becomes book. Number 3, fixes becomes fixed. So, now you understand right the function of regular verbs. So on to irregular verbs. Irregular verbs are irregular verbs where the second past and third past participle forms can change or don't change at all. Irregular verbs also do not require the addition of AD or D at the end of the word. Unlike regular verbs, these regular verbs don't have a regular pattern, guys. So they often cause confusion. Therefore, you need a lot of practice and memorize this one verb form. So, here are some examples of irregular verbs that are often used. Number 5, helping verb or auxiliary verb. Helping verbs are often referred to as auxiliary verbs are one type of verb that you will often encounter in several exams. The function of this one verb is to help the main verb. What do you mean? So, take a look at the 3 sentences below. Number 1, she is crying because is indicate the time context. Number 2, she did cry last night becomes did explain the context of time. Number 3, I have worked for 2 years here becomes have explained when it happened. So the words is did and have above function to help the main verb to have more context, whether it's the context of time, context of escape, and other. Generally, there are 4 types of auxiliary verb used in English, namely to be, to, do, to have, and model. How do you guys think the material is quite easy to understand, right? I hope you also understand it more quickly. Of course, there is much more material in this grammar, but I took material about this verb because this material is related to sentences that are carried out every day, which are like example of this video. Okay guys, that's all my video explanation material about verb. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and can also be shared. Okay, see you in the next video and goodbye.